What's up, friends? It's Millie. Welcome to my Sunday vlogs, where I post behind the scenes videos of what it's like to run a business as an influencer. If you're new here, I also post videos every Wednesday that teach you the latest strategies and trends to help you grow on social media. But in today's video, I don't even know what I'm gonna title this yet, so you probably already know what is in today's video. We are doing another Instagram audit. About 2 weeks ago, I made the announcement that I'll be posting twice a week to my channel. The first video, I showed you an Instagram audit for one of my course students. A lot of you seem to like the behind the scenes look of how I analyze different accounts and what I would say if I were to give you an audit. So today we're gonna take a look at another student so I can touch on different niche types, people who have different goals with their Instagram. Hopefully by posting these, there would be something out there for everyone. I know not everybody who watches these videos want to be an influencer. Maybe you're trying to grow a small business, or maybe you don't want to show your face on social media. So I know everybody has different goals when it comes to growing on Instagram. That's the reason I want to post these audits, is because everybody has those different goals and it's so fun to see that personalized feedback. Now, as a reminder, I do not offer Instagram audits, okay? So don't be coming up to me being like, Millie, will you audit my Instagram? Like, I do not offer Instagram audits. These are simply audits that were kind of like I don't know the right word. These were audits for my students who have taken my course. So I've only ever offered audits to students who are enrolled in my course and they need a little bit more one-on-one feedback to see better results. With all these students, I've received their permission to post these audits on my social media platforms, so you could say thank you to them. And of course, a lot of these videos wouldn't even be possible if it weren't for the sponsor of the videos, who support me, my business, and my team. So we can prioritize time to double up on YouTube videos and post more content. Before we jump into the audit and kicking off today's video, I want to say a huge thank you to Socialbook. If you follow me over on TikTok, I give a lot of brand collaboration tips. My favorite way for people who are just getting started with brand collaborations is to join third-party platforms. Third-party platforms help connect brands and influencers or aspiring influencers in the creative conceptualization of brand collaborations, so both parties can get what they want, a brand collaboration. Socialbook is a top influencer marketing software for both brands and influencers. They provide endless social tools for content creators and brands alike. Inside of my Socialbook account, I'm able to look at my platform reports because analytics are important, y'all. They also have a variety of different growth tools depending on what platform you're on. So for YouTube, they have a thumbnail generator. If you want more brand collaborations, they have a media kit tool to help you create your media kit. And even for Instagram, they have graphic templates. Now, if you're looking specifically for more brand collaborations, they do have a brand collaborations form where you can get brand offers, you fill out the form, you set your rates, drop links to your social media handles, all the things. You fill out that form, and then Socialbook will connect you with brands that fit your form results. I love that Socialbook's ultimate goal is to help content creators grow their platform while also connecting them with brands, and that's literally what I do. So I feel like our goals are very similar, and that's why I love partnering with them. You can create an account for free using the link below. All right, let's jump into today's Instagram audit. Hi, Kelly. Welcome to your Instagram audit. I took a look at your form and I'm so excited to kind of apply your questions from the form to your Instagram. So as of right now, the goals that I'm looking at and kind of the single question that we're talking about, just as a refresher, because I know it's been a while since we've filled this form out, but it looks like your goal is to inspire women who are 45 and up and inspire them to find what makes them fulfilled, feel younger, look younger, and be confident. Your goal with your Instagram, in addition to that, as an income, is to make Instagram your primary source of income by utilizing all of your creative talents and hit 10K by the end of the year. Now, the main question that you're like, question about this is, should you use your full name in your hub or just Kelly? Right now, your current handle is Kelly and Comet because your dog's always with you. And since the feed's about finding your passion and putting yourself first, your dog is like your best friend, makes you happy, and you convey those through your posts. So what are your thoughts? Asking me what are my thoughts, not what are your thoughts. Okay, there's your refresher about what was in the form. Now we're gonna jump into your Instagram account and I'm going to give you my thoughts and my feedback looking at your account. Let's do this one, okay. So as of right now, you can see your page, hello. You have Kelly and Comet and your photo is Kelly and Comet. It's perfect, it's the perfect duo. That is if you want to keep that as your username, right? Because you're like, should I keep my dog as part of the thing? I will say, because one of your goals is to make brand collaborations by the end of the year, if you are keeping your dog in your content as like part of your content pillars, if you've made it that far in the course, content pillars, we're like picking those subtopics, you will probably get a lot of partnerships for your dog, dog related partnerships. Now, the trick here is figuring out, you have your target audience, women 45 and up. And then making sure your content pillars are delivering value to that target audience. I think there's sometimes, okay, I'm going to say this and I could be completely wrong. So everything I say in my audit, take with a grain of salt. Is that, I don't want it to sound like I'm being mean. That's not it, but take it or leave it, right? I'm not having a conversation with you. I can't hear your feedback, your thoughts, your current approach, right? So take it or leave it. But I think where a lot of people struggle with picking their niche and speaking to their target audience or growing a platform is juggling their personal passions and their business passions, because sometimes they feel muddled and intertwined. And it's like, being a multi-passionate person, it's like, how do I do all the things I'm passionate about and inspire women, right? Who are like women who are 45 and up, like help them feel confident and feel beautiful. So stepping into their passions, all the things. So you need to ask yourself, not a hard question, but a hard question, does creating content around comment provide value to your target audience? It might bring you joy, right? You personally, it might bring you joy. And that's something like I'm always talking about, like follow your joy, right? But which one is like your business goals? Because we want to separate the business and the personal life. This is so important as you grow, because it's so nice to have those personal enjoyments to kind of go home to at the end of the day. For example, I was posting so many things. I was like, this is fashion. I love coffee. This is my dog. This is my relationship with my fiance and now husband. And so I was posting all of the things because I love those things, made me happy. But when it comes to my business, what do I want to be known for? What do I want my business to be known for? How can I impact the most people? And that's where you have to draw a line and create the separation. And it's okay to create the separation. It's not making you less honest, right? This isn't about, oh, well, I'm lying. It's like, no, it just, some things make sense to be in your business and some things don't make sense to be in the business. For example, I'm going to say, for example, again, I love books and I love watching BookTube, Book Talk, Bookstagram, right? That's the content that I could just eat up. And I would love to have my own like BookTube or Bookstagram account, because I love reading. I love sharing my reading plans, how many books I read, hitting book goals. Like, I just love books. And it's a personal joy for me. I can turn that into a channel. I totally could. But as of right now, that's something that is so fulfilling to me personally. I need it to continue to feed me so I can feed others. And that's kind of like where that balance of mental health comes in, is keeping those things that make you happy for yourself. That's okay to do. And if that's comment, if you're like, I love comment, but he's mine. I don't want him part of the business, because at the end of the day, he's my buddy. Like, I don't want to have to create all of my content around him. I'd rather just like drip him in here and there where it makes sense, but this is my baby. I'm assuming it's a guy. Comment he. I'm sorry if it's a she, but he. Yeah, so I think that's the biggest question, and that maybe the hardest question for you to answer is, does it make sense for what you feel drawn to do? Because your phrasing exactly is, I feel compelled to inspire women. And that was the thing for me too, is like, I just felt like I had this calling to help other people in some way. And I just felt that. And so I had to like get serious with myself and be like, okay, we need to draw the line. is coffee the way that I want to help people? I had to take all the things that I loved and I was like, okay, coffee. I love coffee. Is this how I want to help people? No, maybe not. We'll talk about coffee in my stories because I love coffee, but that's not the way to go. And then it's like, okay, how can I like organizing things, color coding, organizing? Is that a way I want to help people? Yes, we'll put that to the yes pile. So kind of separating those personal desires and figuring out what will stay personal and what will be part of your business venture, and specifically what will help who you're trying to reach. Really think about like, why do you want to reach them? Who do you want to reach? Why do you want to help them? In what ways can you help them? Make a list. Do I have a piece of paper? You gotta stick it out, but get a bigger piece of paper. Okay. Make a big T-chart here. You have a big T-chart on your piece of paper. On one side, you already know who your target audience is. Women above the age of 45. One side, write problems. It's a horrible chicken scratch, right? The other right side, write solutions. On this side, make a list of everything that you could think of that women who are over 45 are struggling with. It's like, okay, I'm not feeling confident. How come? Not feeling confident in their clothes, in their skin? Is it their look, makeup, not fashion? Like, why don't they feel confident? Write that down. Maybe they feel like they've lost themselves. You know, being a mom and being a wife, sometimes you forget who you are because you've created your identity as mom or wife. So figuring out who they are as a person. So list those problems and then list the solutions of how you can help them. And these solutions is what you will turn into your content. You can turn that full list of solutions into content pillars of like, oh, this is a mindset thing. Oh, this is a fashion thing. I feel like you wouldn't be doing fashion. I just get that vibe. Like fashion's not your passion. Fashion's not your passion. Maybe it's finding your passion. Maybe that's a content pillar. And then mindset. And then food. Eating food that fuels you, that makes you feel good, right? So that's just a little idea that came to mind when looking at your page. I don't want to I started to give you the audit, but now that I'm like talking about this, I don't want to give you an audit, a typical audit, because that advice was not really something I typically put in audits, because looking at your page without that clarity of knowing the direction you want to go, it's going to be hard for me to give you better feedback. But to answer your question, you don't have to put your full name here. So you don't have to put Kelly Sutton. You can, but you can be more specific with the influencer type. So you could say 45 plus influencer, and maybe other ladies who are 45 plus, maybe they're like, wait, I want to be an influencer. I can be an influencer and I could be in my 40s. What? So maybe we could get more specific with what type of influencer you are, and then really deliver how you're helping people here. So helping women who are 45 and up find their identity again and follow their passions. So there's that phrase. You can keep a highlight with your dog. Like Comet needs his own highlight. We love Comet. We want to see him, right? So, and then start sprinkling in those other content pillars through your content types. So maybe Comet is a content pillar and you are creating some reels with him. But if you are inspiring women, I want to see your beautiful face. I want to see you popping up more in these posts with your curly hair and your smile, because you glow. Like, we want to see you because you are the one that's going to inspire us. You're the one that we're going to connect with. So getting more confident to be in front of the camera. Lady, stop itching. Sorry if you could hear her. That's what I would love to see. So I hope I didn't confuse you anymore, but I felt like I had to say that. And maybe that'll give you clarity on the direction you want to go. If you want to keep Kelly and Comet, fantastic. Do it, go all in on it. But I still want to see more of you in your posts because it's Kelly and Comet, okay? Both of you. So lady. So that is all. If you have any questions about your audit, feel free to ask them in the Facebook group, because email responses to these will go straight to my VA. I won't see them. So any questions, ask them in the Facebook group, and I'll see you in there. All right, bye. I hope that was a helpful audit for those of you who are watching. If you've made it this far and you're not already subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss when I post my next one. And I will see you on Wednesday. Follow your joy. Bye.